I like King Henry to join the Ravens and win the Super Bowl, for Lamar Jackson to be the first black quarterback, the first 100% black quarterback to win the Super Bowl since Doug Williams. Derrick Henry is number 22. Doug Williams won Super Bowl 22. Derrick Henry to the Ravens. Dobbins was out for the year. Derrick Henry, problem solved. You get it done in free agency. The Super Bowl is on the 40th day of the year. Derrick Henry's birthday is on the 4th day. So there's 36 days left in the year. And Doug Williams won the Super Bowl with the Redskins. It is Redskins. That's Gematria 36. In Gematria, the practice coin letters and words into numbers. It's worth noting that Derrick Henry is the 45th pick in the draft. People are talking about the Cowboys, but if he wants to win the Super Bowl, he's got to join Lamar Jackson. The 45th pick in the draft, he's going to join Lamar Jackson. He's going to win the Super Bowl at New Orleans. This is what King Henry is going to do. It's Derrick, that's 41. It's Baltimore, that's 41. And also, Super Bowl is Gematria of 41. So that's something that you have to keep an eye out for, especially the 41 when it's all said and done. Derrick Henry, let's check it out right there. Well, he's 30 years of age. People are talking about the Cowboys because of Cowboys. That's Camacho 30, but Derrick Henry is just a guy, I'm sure, that is a very smart guy that would be very understanding, knowing what it takes to win a championship, to join a team that's ready to win, and that team is just not the Cowboys. He was a member of the Tennessee Titans. The Titans is Gamache of Lamar Jackson becoming the 35th quarterback to win the Super Bowl. Tom Brady said you're next. The next quarterback to win their first Super Bowl would be Lamar Demetrius Jackson. The Titans is Gamache of 116. And it's also Superdome, that's 116, and we would see a 100% African American quarterback win the Super Bowl over at the Superdome. So that's kind of the significance as far as 116 goes. He has 90 rushing touchdowns in his career, Derrick Henry. It's worth mentioning that the Minnesota Vikings is 90. The Cardinals have James Conner, but Arizona Cardinals is 90. The Cincinnati Bengals are team number 2. The Cincinnati Bengals is Gamache of 90. The smart choices are the Bengals and the Ravens. It is Henry, that's Gamache of Burrow, if you were to join Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow's only Super Bowl appearance came against the LA Rams. So that would be team number 2 on the list. But I think he's going to hit the jackpot and win the Super Bowl this very next season with Lamar Jackson over at the birthstate of Doug Williams, which is Louisiana. But if you take a look at Derrick Henry's career stats, 88 starts in the regular season, 7 in the postseason, that's 95 starts. Baltimore's Gamache 95. That's another reason why I like Baltimore. The 95 starts in his career. So where's Baltimore on here? So 88 in the regular season, 7 in the postseason. That's kind of the significance of the Gematria of Baltimore as far as that's concerned. What about the single season? And look at this. He has a single season high of 17 touchdowns, and of course, Doug Williams is number 17, right? Of course. Because this is John Harbaugh's 17th season, and basically the Ravens have 17 playoff wins as a franchise, and last year, for the first time, he started all 17 games of his career. So this guy is a workhorse. Derek Lamar Henry joined Lamar Jackson. Derrick Lamar Henry is gematria of Baltimore, originating from Cleveland because they moved to Cleveland. They changed the colors and the nicknames, but they kind of kept the same roster. So the Ravens are known as the real Browns. The current Browns are the fake Browns because they're an expansion team, but they get to kind of keep the history of the team that's technically in Baltimore right now. This is a no-brainer. Yulee, Florida's Gamache 133. Derrick Henry can win next year's Super Bowl after Las Vegas, Nevada was the prior Super Bowl, which saw the first repeat since the Super Bowl at Jacksonville, which I have correctly noted before the Super Bowl. So Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, number 22, and Lamar, number 8 out of the 30. The Ravens 3-0 in the Super Bowl. That's what I kind of see right there as far as Derrick Henry goes. 28 prior seasons, his birth digits add up to 28. That's worth noting because it's going to be inherently significant. He was born at Yulee. Yulee's gematria of the prior Super Bowl at Las Vegas. That's something to note. Okay. So, as the next thing to note with Derrick Henry would have to be his career playoff record. He would come over from the Titans, right? It's Titans. That's Gamache of New Orleans, Louisiana. So let's see, it's 3-4 in the playoffs. It is Burrow, that's 34. It's Henry, that's 34. 7 games and 3 wins. 3 wins in 7 games. Lamar Jackson is Gamache 37, and Jackson's Gamache of the 7 games and 3 wins. 3-4 in the playoffs, so we're probably looking at 7-4 because he is King Henry, the king. The king is gematria of 74. So Derrick Henry is going to win a scripted tractor Cito. I've never heard of that nickname. I don't know what that nickname is about. I like the 22 though with Doug Williams. Well, you know that's the thing with Doug Williams' birthday. You know, what's the amount of time from Doug Williams' birthday to number 22's birthday? I mean, that's something worth deciphering as far as connections goes. August 9th at Derrick Henry's birthday. What's that connection? So let's see. Derrick Henry's birthday is the 4th day of the year. 21 weeks would be gematria of title. The Ravens' 21st playoff win for the title at Caesars, because it's called the Caesars Superdome. Doug is gematria of Titans, his prior team. Douglas Lee Williams is gematria of Lamar Jackson, having gematria 73. So go to dog by itself. Derrick Henry to the Ravens. Four touchdowns in the game, December 6th of 2018. Let's his top accomplishments. So what would be that time to next year's Super Bowl? Obviously, will just be over 74 months later, and he is the king again. This is who he is. Derrick Henry, first touchdown. These guys know each other. They've faced off in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson, his first playoff game, his first playoff win was against Derrick Henry. Now, he did have to upset January the 11th, the game that he basically just went off. So let's see, that would be over 60 months later. Not sure what that's really about. Just hold that as an afterthought. But, I mean, there were 40 points scored in that game, and the Super Bowl is on the 40th day, and 28 prior seasons for the Ravens. Lamar had 59 attempts in that game too. Super Bowl 59, he scored 59 points his first week as the permanent starter. But Derrick Henry, the 30 carries, the 3-0 in the Super Bowl for Baltimore. I'll stop it right here. But, his number connects to Doug Williams. His 17 season high touchdowns, Doug Williams, number 17. So, Henry's going to join the Ravens, and he's going to win the Super Bowl. What would the amount of time be from his last game with the Titans to the scripted Super Bowl, obviously? So, January 7th, 19 carries, Jackson Gamacha 19. That's good stuff right there. January the 7th. January the 7th of last year to the day of the Super Bowl this year, his last game as a member of the Titans. So the Super Bowl would be over 25 months later, and 25 is obviously Gematria of Ravens by itself.